Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, we're diving into the cozy and delicious world of fall treats with a recipe that's going to make your taste buds dance, spiced caramel apple delights. These little bites of heaven are perfect for gatherings, cozy nights in, or just when you want to indulge in something sweet and seasonal. So, let's get started. First things first, let's gather our ingredients. You'll need some crisp apples. Granny Smith apples are my go-to, because they have that perfect tartness that pairs beautifully with the sweet caramel. You'll also need some brown sugar, butter, heavy cream, vanilla extract, and a sprinkle of cinnamon and nutmeg. Oh, and don't forget the mini caramel candies. They're the star of the show. If you're feeling adventurous, we'll also throw in some chopped nuts for a little crunch, and maybe some sea salt for that sweet and salty contrast. Now, before we jump into the cooking, let's talk about some kitchen hacks to make this process super smooth and efficient. First, when you're peeling and slicing your apples, try using a corer. It saves so much time and makes your slices uniform, which is not only aesthetically pleasing, but also helps them cook evenly. If you don't have a corer, no worries. Just slice the apples into quarters, remove the core, and then cut them into bite-sized pieces. Once your apples are prepped, let's move on to the caramel. In a medium saucepan, melt about 1/4 cup of butter over medium heat. As it melts, add in 1 cup of brown sugar and stir until it's well combined. This is where the magic happens. The butter and sugar will start to bubble and create that rich caramel flavor we all know and love. Now, here's a time-saving tip. While your caramel is cooking, you can prep your baking sheet. Line it with parchment paper, which will make cleanup a breeze later. Plus, it prevents the caramel from sticking. Once your mixture is bubbling, carefully stir in 1/2 cup of heavy cream. Be careful here, it might splatter a bit. But trust me, this is what makes the caramel creamy and luscious. Keep stirring until everything is well combined, and then let it simmer for about 5 minutes. You want it to thicken slightly, but don't let it boil over. While that's simmering, let's spice things up. Add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract, a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and a pinch of nutmeg. This is where the fall flavors really come alive. The aroma is going to fill your kitchen, and you'll be tempted to just dive in with a spoon. But hold on. Let's keep our focus. Once your caramel is ready, it's time to coat those apple pieces. You can either dip them directly into the caramel or, for a more controlled approach, drizzle the caramel over the apples. If you're dipping, make sure you let the excess caramel drip off before placing them on the parchment-lined baking sheet. And here's a little trick. If you want to make them extra special, sprinkle some chopped nuts or sea salt on top while the caramel is still warm. It adds texture and enhances the flavor beautifully. Now, let's talk about presentation. Once your caramel-coated apples are on the baking sheet, you can pop them in the fridge for about 30 minutes to let the caramel set. This is a great time to clean up your workspace. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later when you don't have a mountain of dishes staring back at you. After the caramel has set, it's time for the grand reveal. You can serve these delicious bites as is, or if you want to take it up a notch, drizzle some more melted chocolate over the top. I mean, who doesn't love a little chocolate? You can also sprinkle some more cinnamon, or even drizzle some caramel sauce on top for that extra indulgence. And there you have it, spiced caramel apple delights that are not only easy to make, but also incredibly delicious. These little treats are perfect for fall gatherings, Halloween parties, or just a cozy night in with your favorite movie. Before we wrap up, here's a quick recap of some of the kitchen hacks we used today. Use a corer for quick apple prep, line your baking sheet with parchment paper for easy cleanup, and don't forget to let your caramel cool slightly before dipping. These little tips can save you time and make the process so much more enjoyable. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this recipe and found these tips helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more delicious recipes and kitchen hacks. I can't wait to see you in the next video, where we'll explore even more tasty treats and fun cooking ideas. Happy fall baking, everyone!